Okay, today we're going to look at a teaching strategy called the write-around strategy. And this is really a good strategy for metacognition, so actually thinking about what you're reading, and it encourages you to kind of write down some things about the text that you don't understand or questions you have. So this is kind of an example that we use in one of my classes. It's Ozymandias, and you can see students did things like writing out meter and stuff like that, which is not something that you have to do, but any kind of questions, if you don't understand a word, you can, I'm going to give you guys different color pens and you can just kind of mark it out, write a question mark, whatever comes to mind. This is really just a good strategy to get your thoughts down on paper and then share it with your peers. So I chose the poem The Raven for you guys to look at. And if you want to take maybe about 5 minutes, I'll give you guys different color pens. And when you're going through, just take any notes, anything you want to write to the side, anything that comes to mind, and then in about 5 minutes we'll pass it to your partner. Do you have a dictionary anywhere? I have a dictionary.
I have my phone.
Yeah, if there's any words you don't understand, then you pass it around. It may be a word that one of you guys does understand. I don't know what to do. All right. And I'm actually doing it with them because the classroom doesn't allow video cameras of any sort, so I'm doing it outside the classroom.
Couldn't you pick something a little bit easier?
Okay, well,
Damn.
my high school students were reading this, so I thought it would be a good one to try with people that were
Well, I've been
already
in
out of
high
high
school
school.
25 years.
Should have picked something harder. If you guys want, if you want to just do the first page and then we can pass it from there. I know it's a lot to read.
Can I just do a big old question mark on here?
Okay. There has to be some things in there that maybe you don't understand or you have questions about, or maybe it's something that you do understand. You can make a note of that as well, something that you can relate to. Would even be something good to make a note on the side about. A little more entertainment than this.
several things I don't know the meanings of, so.
Yeah,
I've
just
got-
any kind of notes, and then, you know, if okay, maybe you can get on some of their notes instead of my head. Okay. I have to upload this from full. Alright, if you guys want to go ahead and wrap up what you're
Okay.
reading, then you guys can. I was actually just hoping maybe you could film me doing the strategy, Kyle.
Okay.
Alright. Tony, you
read long.
I just kept reading the
That's
same
fine.
thing over and over again because it's so damn confusing.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
I
fine.
like this.
That's fine. Alright, so what you're gonna do now is switch papers. Go over
It's easy for that.
go over their notes, and if you want to make additional notes or answer any questions or say I agree, you know, anything like that that help you understand the text better.
I couldn't understand why, in this case, they did not know they were, who they were speaking to, a sir or a madam.
I thought he was speaking to, you know, the bird is what was tapping when he saw the ghost. So he didn't know what it was when he was speaking to it. So. Okay, I am poor. Forgiveness, I beg of you, maybe. I don't know some of the words either, this one.
I mean,
Yeah, get 'em.
I was
Oh, okay.
questioned about some of the things you were using as well.
What kind of words did you guys have questions about?
Okay. He had lore, like folklore is what I was thinking, like, okay, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, so a forgotten, I'd say it's L-O-R-E, so I would say it's a forgotten tale.
So yeah.
Okay. Tale. It's T-L-E, okay. My soul grows stronger. I don't know if he's...
Well, you guys just take a few minutes,
Mhm.
go over it by yourselves, and then we'll kind of look at it
Okay.
together.
The answer.
I don't understand any of this.
Alright, well, that's okay. So if you guys want to switch back and kind of look at the notes
The word
that
line.
they made.
Okay.
Okay.
You could have done like the three pigs and I could have read that a little bit easier.
Well, the purpose of the strategy is to think about what you're reading, and to help you kind of understand and make sense of what you're reading. So being able to get another perspective also will help you maybe get other individuals' outlook on what the meaning is.
Surcease, from my books, surcease of sorrow.
I don't even know
Sorrow
what
for
that
the
means.
lost Lenore.
I'll look at surcease. Relief or consolation.
Okay, relief, okay. So from my books, relief of sorrow. Sorrow for the lost Lenore. So it mentions that. Okay, that's the name of the angel, because later I underlined angel because I figured that was the name of the angel. So, I'm not sure, but the silence was unbroken and the darkness gave no token, gave no hint of, let's see. The silence was unbroken and the darkness gave no token. I guess it gave no hint of any of what it really was that was tapping.
Right. So what kinds of things did you guys maybe have the same questions about? Did you guys, when you passed each other's
Just,
papers?
I think that mostly it's just the definition of individual words.
So you guys had some.
Yeah. My thought of what the story was about is that it's the tapping that he hears, he thinks.
Not much, to be honest.
I think
Can
he
you-
actually thinks that it's Lenore that's there, who is his lost. But anyways, what did you guys think about the strategy in general? What things did you like about it, Tony? About the right around strategy.
If you actually have an opportunity to have somebody cross-examine your questions, then and they make side notes of it. In layman's terms, it's probably having it from a different perspective. It makes it a little bit easier, I think, to understand.
What did you not like about it?
All the jumbling, all the writing, it gets confusing sometimes.
And we had that problem, and that's why I chose different colored pens, because when the students sit it here, they all have the same color handwriting, so it was really hard to tell when they passed it back, and we were looking at it in class to tell who had written what notes. And if you can see here, the students kind of go behind each other and write out the definitions to, help out, whether they be using a dictionary in class or whatnot, or maybe they knew the definitions of the words, so they are helping out their peers. What kind of things what did you think was good about the strategy?
Just seeing that maybe that other people's questions are similar to mine, and they may be having similar problems with the same words and understanding the same phrases.
Do you think this helped you really think about what you're reading? Because you notice sometimes when you're reading text, you'll just kind of read through it, and you're not really understanding or comprehending.
You're reading the words and not so much
Comprehending.
comprehending.
Right. Do you think this strategy helped you?
It makes you
Cognitively
actually
think
slow
about it.
down, I think, to try and read the word individually, but then it takes more time to read. But then eventually, I guess it helps you with your comprehension.
Yeah. Well, just being able to, knowing that you're reading it and you're trying to explain to somebody else, because you're going to give it to somebody else, maybe explaining to other people in the best way so that they maybe can understand your questions or understand, what your confusion is about phrases or, words.
Right. I think it's a good strategy to use in the classroom. So, all right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
A plus?
Thanks. Yep.
You're 30?
Yeah. Thanks.
Yes.